Come on, game. There we go. Captain Dapper returns, and Sherlock is here as well. How we doing? Good morning, guys. Happy Sunday. Mr. Donkey, thank you for almost 100 months. 5 months away. We will continue with Sherlock. Hello. You alright there, Sherlock? We will continue with Sherlock. Yesterday, we was in the asylum in Switzerland. Today, we've gone to New Orleans to do whatever, I don't know. But it's sunnier and warmer, and we're not inside a crazy place, so that's good. Whoa, that is a very big train. Chris would love this. The size of that coal tender. Those wheels seem wrong somehow. They don't seem to sit on the inside of the track, do they? They're way too thick, and they don't sit properly on the track. But hey, it's a detail that I'm not supposed to look at. Onamichi, thank you very much for 10,000 bits. Your support is incredible. I hope you're enjoying yourself away from home on half a megabit, not even that internet. I'm sorry. Sorry your internet sucks, dude. Thank you for the bits. Newsstand. Have a look at the local news. No? Apparently not. Do you know what? I was just saying, Pectac, that this is probably going to feel a lot like Red Dead Redemption's world, isn't it? New Orleans Port. What's the map look like? Okay. So there's the train. Got a statue down here. It's basically 3 roads, isn't it? And a road connecting it. Yeah, let's have a wander. Internet's good enough to pump those 10k bits. He's alright sending messages. I think he just can't watch very much. Yeah, he can't watch live, unfortunately. Hang on, if you can't watch. There you go. Since he can't hear me. What's this then? Looks like a warehouse or something. Is that horse even tied up? I don't think it is. Hey. I bet he'd like some hay. Shoe repair and tailoring. What's that say? Giddy Gator Bar. I have no doubt we'll end up in that bar. It's quite detailed, isn't it? Fisherman's Quarter. Wonder if there's any gators down here. Get some gator traps for pups. There are, look! There are gators. Amazing. Man, that water looks horrible. Are you serious? That guy is sat in a boat. What? Why is he sat in a boat fishing there? Like, he could literally stand here and fish in the murkiest water. I can't believe there are fish alive in that. That's just ridiculous. Look, mate, get off your boat and stand here. I can literally see the fish. Why would you need a boat for that? We'll be coming here later. No doubt. Well, yeah, radioactive fish. Could you say that again, mate? That sounded a bit muffled. You laughing at me, pal? Do you want to start something? Do you know who I am? I love the dialogue. Come on, say something. They're not even bothered. I would push him into the murky water if I could. You're right there, pal. Look, there's a gator trap, pups. We know what that is thanks to Hunt Showdown. Did that pig just lie down? Oh, Gandalf Road. Oh dear, she doesn't sound very happy. Is this the church? Okay, so maybe we'll find out later why people are crying. It might have something to do with that coffin. We shall see. If somebody's been murdered, I think we know. Creole Quarter. Oh, there's that sign again. You keep seeing this, and that's the same symbol that's on that amulet. That, like, Nautilus sign. You think it's just a bit of hopscotch, but it's clearly not. It's like a secret marking that tells you about this is the area where we are, or something like that. And every time it rains, you have to put it back. Okay. Well, if he's crying or laughing. Oh, this looks like the Chinese district. That's pretty cool. Chinatown. I'm surprised there's a cat still alive. What's this thing? Ew. Wait, is nobody actually selling this veg? Looks like people have just run away. Banking house, okay. Oh, E.W. Gray Bank. This is where I reckon this is where we have to go. This is where all those letters were pointing to with the money. Gage 21, thank you for 2 months. Marky Mark, thank you for 103 months, sir. Okay, piece of evidence leading to New Orleans seems the kidnappers used the services of banking house E.W. Gray to sell gems. And that's where we're going.
Mr. Frank Barnaby, right? Auction's about to start.
Yeah, my name's Frank Barnaby. I'm here for the auction, obviously. Squints probably has myopia. Okay. Hidden tabloid newspaper. Abe Lincoln alive. So he's got a newspaper inside of a book. Something in the pocket. Is that a sandwich in your pocket? The guard at the bank is a real character, storing a sandwich in his pocket to save time, while reading Abe Lincoln Alive makes him a critical thinker who questions everything, even the truth. Myopia as a result of constant reading to the detriment of one's health. Or paranoid fool. The guard at the bank is a real character, storing a sandwich in his pocket while reading Abe Lincoln Alive makes the guard a paranoid fool with bad taste. Besides, the man has myopia. I guess we'll go with critical thinker. Interesting. Are we Frank Barnaby or Sherlock Holmes? Yeah, I'm Frank Barnaby.
In the flesh. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Well, hold up. Written invitation first.
Uh-oh.
Can I present another piece of identification?
My fist?
That's why we send the invitation.
Maybe we're not Frank, or maybe we have to go and find an invitation. Frank Barnaby is the only other invitation to the bank auction, so we need to find Frank Barnaby. Piece of evidence leaving to New Orleans seems to kidnappers using services, banks, closed visitors. Okay. Right. So where do we find Frank Barnaby? That is the question. Who is the jewel seller A? Oh, I have no idea.
Move along, mister.
Holmes,
Nothing here for you.
over here.
Oh, hello. Where'd you come from?
Any luck? None. They're holding an auction, invitation only. The good news is, I know who might have one. We need to find Mr. Barnaby.
Who?
Frank Barnaby, most likely a local.
And you think Mr. Barnaby will be happy to share his invitation?
Let us first find him, then we can see if he is the generous type.
Why does Sherlock talk out of my right earpiece, but Watson talks out of both? It's kind of weird. Pin. Okay, how do we find Frank Barnaby? Just talk to people and find out. Do you know who Frank Barnaby is? Hang on, let's get the... There we go.
Can I ask you a question?
I think I can be of help.
Locals say he owns a shop in Chinatown called Barnaby's Hidden Gems. Thank you, dear. We'll just go and beat him up, take his invitation.
A city within a city.
Indeed, those lanterns are delightful. It is as though we have been transported to the Orient itself. Locked. No one's here.
Okay, that was a bit of a dead end. Anybody got a brick?
Rather unassuming for a jewelry store.
Damn. He at it again. Barnaby still owes you. If he can't pay in greenbacks, he'll pay in blood.
Help me, please.
I'm bone tired. But yeah, I'll help you.
Two gentlemen say that Barnaby owes them money. He is a known alcoholic and is currently getting drunk at a local bar called the Giddy Gator. Gee, it's almost like I said we'd end up in the Giddy Gator. He can be recognised by a yellow hat and a green jacket.
This place. There's a Spartan charm, does it not?
It does. My soul will always yearn for London's gloom, but it reminds me of Cordona in a nice way.
Where's the door on this place? Why has everyone put plant pots and seats in the way so I can't get through? What's this stupidity? Like, can I move the chair, please? And then I can actually walk over there? Where's the door? Fine.
Help me, please.
Sorry, mister. I can't help you. Ask someone else.
Yeah, I did.
Sorry, no, I was talking to the gate, actually. I wasn't really talking to you. Right, how do you get in this place? Giddy Gator Bar. There's an arrow pointing that way. It says Giddy Gator Bar right there. Okay, is that's not it? Is it must be through here, maybe? What the? This is proper weird. Is this it? Giddy Gator Bar. Wait, am I missing something? Green jacket, yellow hat. This is him. Right, can I just borrow your invitation,
Barnaby,
mate?
unconscious with his
bunting.
eyes open.
I'll be taking that.
Good morning, Paula and chat. Funny old place this New Orleans. I wanna go to Old Orleans instead. Scross.
Yeah, the old one was better, Chris. Mr. Barnaby, the banking house of VW Grand Ventures to participate in the closed auction. We're pleased to present a selection of rare and extraordinary black opals for sale, none of which you can afford. Please contact our employee to receive more information. We strongly urge you to wear the cleanest suit you have and be sober. One more unacceptable incident and we will exclude you from my buyer's list. Oh dear. Oh dear. Don't think he's very sober, do you?
Look, Watson, the two of you are just alike.
Lol.
Oh, great. So I look like a haggard alcoholic.
Eureka!
What have you got?
An idea. First, we'll need Mr. Barnaby's clothes.
Okay.
Holmes.
Watson, time is of the essence. You will go to the bank, not as yourself, but as Frank Barnaby.
Holmes, we look nothing alike.
The hat and coat will do the heavy lifting. Just stay cool, play the part, and no one will notice the difference. Trust me.
Honest.
Holmes, must we really indulge in this farce?
It worked in Switzerland, didn't it?
Amazing.
Sure, if you redefine the word worked.
Okay, so we've got the invitation. Was it back at the... Where was the place? I think it was here, wasn't it? Somewhere around here. I can't remember where it was now, the bank. I think it was this way. Is that it? I kind of feel like he's wearing a hard hat or something. Oh, he thinks I'm Barnaby. Now we're going to get beaten up for money.
I'll wait here so as not to arouse suspicion.
Mr. Barnaby.
Right you are. Shop owner.
Right. Your invitation, sir?
Here you go.
You okay, sir? Seem to have the jumps.
I'm in a rush.
Come on in.
We're in. Invite only.
Heavens, I never seen gems so big.
I simply must have them.
Can I ask you a question?
You better ask someone else about that.
I didn't want to ask you about the invitation, mate.
May I ask for your assistance?
You better ask someone else about that.
They are some massive gems. Like, you serious? Oops, somebody's left the bag here.
Do you know anything about this?
I don't want to disappoint you, but I'm clueless.
She's honest. Trying to work out what else we can be asking about.
Sorry, I'm just dealing with another client's request. Please wait a moment.
Excuse me, just one question.
I'm so sorry. I can't be of help.
Wow, you don't even know what the question is?
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I'm so sorry. I can't be of help.
That's a question nobody should ask, isn't it? Okay. The bank house in Grey will be hosting a closed auction. The bank doesn't disclose the origins of the rare stones. However, the bank clerk, Mrs. Zoe Clements, has confirmed the authenticity of each stone. Okay. Can we ask about the authenticity? Let's ask her about it. She looks official.
I know. Exciting, ain't it? I'll be right with you.
Okay. Let's ask Miss Clueless.
Do you know anything about this?
I don't want to disappoint you, but I'm clueless.
Excuse me, just one question.
I'm so sorry. I can't be of help.
Ollie, 95, think of 5 months.
May I ask for your assistance?
It isn't possible for me to help you. I'm sorry.
Are you able to help me?
It isn't possible for me to help you. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Can I ask you a question?
You better ask someone else about that.
Well, they're just a bunch of scripted bots, aren't they? Black opal, origin Australia, weight 40 carats, rarest stone, believed to be a piece of shattered space rock that fell to earth. Right, okay. So that was that sign, presumably. Which means I can read that one. It's the same message.
Feel free to look around while I finish up. I'm nearly done, sir. Have you got acquainted with our lots?
Yep.
They're so black, it's like they absorb light. Rather hypnotic.
They all look the same to me.
Can I ask you a question?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay. The black opals are in the bank.
I'm nearly done, sir. Have you got acquainted
Oh
with
my
our
god,
lots?
what are we supposed to be doing in here?
Could you help me?
You better ask someone else about that.
Everybody just says, I don't know. I don't know, I don't know. She won't help us yet. I can't go through there, because obviously you can't just step over it. What exactly are we meant to be doing here?
May I ask for your assistance?
You better ask someone else about that.
What was the, Q is concentration. Analyze surrounding Z. Z doesn't do anything. Q doesn't do anything. No, I can't. Like, literally, Q doesn't work. Yeah, but Watson, so he doesn't have that. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have it.
This might be useful. I'll make a note.
What's that? A plaque with philanthropists. The banking council video will go thanks to the following. Okay. Evidence updated. Okay, maybe we can put some together now. Who is dual seller A? Well, we've only got one. We need another one. And then one of these. It's got to be that, isn't it? We need one more seller. So basically, we're looking for a piece of information on the wall. I think. About who the other seller is. There's a blank plate on that board. Oh, she's turned around now.
Morning, sir, and welcome to the E.W. Gray Banking House. The auction will begin shortly. Name's Zoe Clemens, and I'd be delighted to help you.
Pleasure to meet you,
Her
Miss
glasses
Clemens.
are just
I am
ridiculous.
Frank Barnaby. I do have some questions, if you don't mind. These gems are rather curious. What can you tell me about them?
These rare beauties are black opals, all the way from Coober Pedy, South Australia. When they catch the light, the dark stone becomes a brilliant rainbow. It's something special.
Forgive my curiosity, but Who was the previous owner?
Sir, I ain't at liberty to disclose them details.
It doesn't say where these stones came from. No provenance, no previous owner. I'm starting to suspect they were illegally procured.
What? We would never. I can assure you these gems were bought from one of New Orleans' most upstanding citizens, a philanthropist no less. If you would like to know more, I could get my manager.
You old dog, Barnaby. Didn't think you'd sober up for the auction. An hour ago, you were 3 sheets to the wind.
Oh, you know, I hold my liquor better than most. And the auction was an important business opportunity.
An important business opportunity. Ha! What have you done with the real Barnaby?
Well, maybe I'm drunker than I thought, mister.
Mister? What's wrong, Frank? You're looking pale. Don't you recognize your old pal, Grub?
Large wool hat, oversized. Why's he got an oversized wool hat on? Sheriff Grubb, position of power. Taker of backhanders. Golden revolver champion. Proud old poser. Luxurious textile, cares for appearance. Polished nails, fashionable or hates getting dirty. Right, toothless dog or fashionable menace? Toothless dog. Sheriff Grubb is actually a barking, toothless dog. The man attempts to make the impression that he's an important figure in the life of New Orleans. However, he's just a small cog in a governmental machine. In fact, the sheriff feels so uncomfortable and displeased with his role that he tries to compensate with ridiculous tournaments, fashionable looks, and threatening behavior. Or fashionable menace. Sheriff Grubb is the law in New Orleans. He is fairly eccentric, looking after his nails, appearance, and image. However, it is just a cover for his true nature as a remorseless and highly powerful individual in the local community. He uses his image to distract and disguise his true nature. What do you think, guys? Is he a toothless dog or is he a fashionable menace? In other words, is he a fake or is he actually quite powerful? I think you're half and half, 50-50 again, as usual. All right, let's try toothless dog.
Sorry, Sheriff, but I don't have time for this.
Now, Frank, when I'm talking to you, everything else waits. If I want to talk, you talk. If I say jump, you say off which pier. Do we understand each other?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, while I have you, there's the matter of your outstanding fines. I've been more than reasonable, but I'm afraid the bills come due.
Fines? Right. I'm afraid I don't have anything on me.
That's funny. Ain't you at the auction? I weren't born yesterday, Frank. Now, assault, battery, disorderly conduct, that's serious stuff. You got off easy, but if you don't pay up, things get a whole lot worse.
Look, Sheriff, I'm not actually...
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Think careful now, 'cause Frank Barnaby only owes us cash. But fraud, impersonation, that's weasel behavior. And you know what we do to weasels round these parts. Feed 'em to the gators. So, Frank, what's it gonna be?
Here's all I have.
Mighty fine of you. The people of this parish deserve peace. They don't take kindly to visitors. Don't miss that boat tomorrow morning, Doctor.
Oh, Doctor. He's onto him. Okay, the sheriff. So the sheriff is not the jewel seller. We've got to find somebody else. Local sheriff Salt Morris decides he insisted on leaving New Orleans tomorrow. At least there's a positive consequence to such behaviour. There's no sense in wearing Barnaby's silly and smelly outfit anymore. It's time to go back to the boat and change so there is to avoid Barnaby's legacy.
I told you, Holmes. I told you it was a bad plan. Now we're penniless and wanted criminals.
Hysteria gets us nowhere, Watson. Tell me what happened.
The sheriff saw right through me. He knew who I was from the start. Extorted me for every coin I had.
Bah, all that matters is what you learned about the gems.
I shan't discuss it while still wearing that blighter's clothes. I'm going back to the boat to get changed.
Yes, I'm going now. Where was the boat? I thought we arrived on a train. Where's the boat exactly? It's got to be here, isn't it? So there's a train here somewhere? That one? Or that one? Wait, whose clothes are they? That's a bit random.
Oh, bollocks, now our clothes are in the bloomin' water.
It was like the luggage had legs of its own. Oh, Mr. Pratchett will have my head.
I ain't sure what you did to the sheriff, but it must have been something real hairy to have him chuck your luggage off the pier.
With respect, miss, have we met before?
If you were the real Frank Barnaby, yeah, we would have. But where are my manners? I'm Lucy. And you are?
John, I didn't mean to be rude. I've just had a difficult day, miss.
Well, it's barely noon. And you've already made an enemy in Sheriff Grubb. The man starves his gators just in case someone crosses him. John who?
Watson.
Well, Johnny, if you plan on sticking around, you better change that suit, or Frank's reputation will catch up with you. And then you'll be a John Doe.
Alas, I think one of those gators is currently devouring my spare clothes.
You've got yourself in a fine pickle. All right, come on board the Nymph of Louisiana, and I'll sort you something to wear.
The nymph? Is that what it sounds like? Why are you helping me?
Well, let's just say you ain't the only one who's had run-ins with the sheriff. Way I see it, this city deserves better. Now quit your stalling and head on over to the Nymph. I'll be in room 6.
This Mr. Barnaby is proving rather useful. Perhaps you're not so different after all.
One word, Holmes, and I'll hand you over to the sheriff.
Sorry, was that John talking or Frank?
Oh, go annoy someone else while I visit the Nymph.
I want to know how the sheriff got from that bank there to here, threw those clothes over before we got here. That's insane. Nymph of Louisiana.
Always a pleasure to see you regular, Mr. Barnaby. Welcome home.
Lol. That just happens to be room 6, though.
Well, look at you. All dressed up with nowhere to go.
I can't thank you enough. As I was saying, our journey has hardly gone to plan. We seem no closer to finding our missing people than when we left.
Well, if there were anything to know, Champagne'll know it. She's across everything in New Orleans. Look for her in the fisherman's village behind the Creole Quarter.
Thank you again, Lucy. I shall make my way there now.
Good luck, Johnny. Keep out of trouble.
So we're going to go and visit Champagne, have we? Lives and works in the Fisherman's Quarter behind the Creole Quarter. Wow, his hair glitches out a bit.
Ah, forgive me, Watson. The difference is plain as day. What a remarkable transformation from Barnaby.
If we're critiquing wardrobes, Holmes, maybe you can explain why you used to roll just one sleeve up. Did you get bored halfway through?
What a line. I literally was wondering about that yesterday. How come we're playing Watson and not Holmes right now? Like, what's Holmes doing while we're doing all the running around? Champagne was there's an works Fisherman's Quarter behind the Creole Quarter. So somewhere around here.
Can I ask you a question?
I've heard about that. Let me tell you.
People have said that Champagne lives in the Fisherman's Quarter in a hut on a boat. She owns 2 dogs. Oh, hang on, that's the boat there, isn't it?
Tocqueville? Lafayette!
Those dogs need some more polygons.
No offense here. Them two don't take kindly to gents. Especially foreigners. How can Champagne help you? Trip to the bayou? Feeding a huge crocodile?
Some
They're
other
not crocodiles
time,
or
perhaps.
gators.
Word has it, you know everything that goes on round these parts.
Maybe. Maybe not. What you want to know?
The bank in town recently purchased a valuable collection of gemstones from a wealthy man. What do you know of it?
Sure. I hear everything. This time I tell you for free. Next time, you pay.
Thank you.
May have been 1, 2 weeks ago. Rich man's butler sold him some black opals.
And this rich man is?
Don't know his name, only that he from the French Quarter. Folk back in town could take you there. That's all I know. You need a boat? I hire 'em out for dollars. Or a bottle of you-know-what.
Thank you for the offer and the help.
Rich man from the French Quarter. Where's the French Quarter? Is that the Creole Quarter?
Is this familiar to you?
What makes you think I can be of any help?
I'm not sure where the French Quarter is. We got Chinatown, we got Creole, Fisherman's Quarter, Harbour Master's Office. Where's the French? Most likely Mr. E. Amerson. Most likely the jewel seller who stands behind the A in the telegram is from Edelweiss Institute's E. Arneson from the French Quarter. Okay. I don't know where the French Quarter is. You think the Creole Quarter is just the French Quarter renamed? How confusing is that? Well, can we ask about... Oh, there you go. We can actually pin that now. Right, now we can ask about this person. Right, you sobbing on the floor. No? Okay. You not sobbing on the floor.
I'm bone tired, but yeah, I'll help you.
Passers-by suggest using a cab near the Harbour Master building to travel to the French Quarter. Okay, so it's not on the map. Well, the Harbour Master must be here somewhere. There you go. There's a lovely, convenient cab outside. You cannot return after leaving. Are we not coming back here again? Did they literally build this detailed map and that's all we've done here? That's insane. Oh well, save time. How can they build all of this and then just... Not even been here an hour.
Got a spot in mind.
Oh, we're coming back.
French Quarter, and get us there fast.
Arneson's mansion.
You know, Watson, the opulent mansions and stifling heat remind me of my time in the Mediterranean.
Corona does sound rather magical. Do you think you shall ever return?
I don't know. That place was home to some of my greatest memories and some of my lowest moments.
Do you reckon that's it with the bodyguards outside?
I'm not used to this warmth and humidity. Hopefully our Arneson has a shady garden. These plants and trees definitely keep the place cooler.
I literally can't talk
Look
to
at
this
these
guy.
properties. Each house is better than the last.
This is weird. So this is the French Quarter, right? So it's got to be that one, isn't it? I think we just went along here like that and came back here. I think it's that one. Love the gravel sound.
Lord.
Excuse me, miss. Are you all right? What is your name?
Eula, sir.
Waiting for someone, Eula?
Yes, sir. My brother Davy. He works for Mr. Arneson in that mansion yonder. Been 5 days now since I last heard from him.
Come now, why all the tears?
Something happened to Davy. I feel it in my bones.
Do you think he may have left the premises?
No, sir. Davy, he ain't like you and me. He's smart in some ways, but he can't talk. Not a word. He's pure and kind.
Fear not. We will look for your brother. One presumes this gate is locked. Is there any other way inside?
There's another entrance through the stables you could try. That's where I meet Davy normally, but I couldn't get in. See, I couldn't find the key. It wasn't in its usual spot. Please hurry, sir. Find him for me.
Key not in its usual spot, eh? Yay, we get to go around a creepy mansion. The horror at the door. Okay, so we've only got that, so we'll pin that. Okay, how do we get around? Stables are here. Locked from the inside. Oil, traces of often used traces.
I
of
rather
mud.
wish my lockpicks had not been lost in the river.
Along with all our clothes, books, tea.
What, you mean the lockpicks that we had when we walked into a mansion? Dressed as somebody else? Can we pick that up? The key wasn't in its usual place, so she was unable to enter. So that sounds like we have to find the key, but it's not in its usual place. So where would it be? Maybe we've got to find some clues as to where the key now is. Broken stems, chipped edges. So what are we saying? Something was here. What happened to Davy? We have no observations at all. Chat.
Please, Lord, protect my brother. According to Eula, the only entrance is through the stables, but the key wasn't in its usual place, so she was unable to enter. So how do we find where the key is? Big Bad Bod, thank you for 39 months. Fireman John, thank you for 27, by the way. I can't see any more clues, so... We don't have any lockpicks, so we can't pick it. What's that? Is somebody sleeping? Can we just knock? Somebody's definitely sleeping in there. Was that a horse? You reckon that was a horse?
This must be the key to the stables.
It's breathing, but not in a good way. I would suggest.
Poor animal has been suffering for days.
Yeah, it's dehydrated, Holmes. Without water, it will die.
Yeah, we need to get some water. How do we get some water? So the guy who normally looks after the animals...
Trap?
No, we're not. This person has been killed and or abducted, or whatever. Wherever they are, they're not able to look after the horse. And so it's not been watered. Can we get the
Poor
bucket?
animal has been suffering for days.
Yeah, I know that. Get a bucket of water, man.
Cayenne pepper. Half empty. Or as Watson would say, half full. Mr. Arneson's cab is still here.
I take it we don't get to help the horse then.
This might be useful.
I think we just got some water. I'm not entirely sure.
At least that's one life saved.
Come on, dude, have a drink. Drink. Well done. Okay, I think it's going to be okay. No, I don't. How can you be looking at a door and click and then you grab something on your left? Do you reckon it's been eaten by a gator? Oh, there's blood here, look. See that? There's definitely blood here.
A scrap of silk, soft and elegant.
You can feel mosquitoes already.
These fingers were severed with a single clean stroke, but I don't see the thumb or middle finger.
This is a gator attack, isn't it?
Luxurious shoes, size 9.
Slight indent palm print.
Boots, size 10.
Wait. There's a size 9 and a size 10 here. So even if somebody did die to a gator, somebody else saw it.
Look, Watson, animal prints. I wonder what kind.
I don't know, what kind of print could that be? I reckon it's an eagle. Is this where somebody fell over? We're meant to recreate this. Oh look, there's an eagle. Just motionless. Oh no, he's gone submerged. Three severed human fingers were lying in the backyard. The grooves abruptly stop at the start of the pier. On the pier, there's a patch of fabric from an expensive silk garment. There are two people. One wore luxurious shoes of size 9, the other wore boots of size 10. Wow. None of them. Okay. So what happened before that then? Wait a minute, there's only one set. So there's a set of boots coming this way, but there's no size 9. So how did the size 9 get there? And how did that person manage to go from there to there without leaving any footprints? Yeah, Jimbo. Looking forward to it. Hope it happens. I don't think it's going orbital. I think it's suborbital. So the boots are here as well. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Shenanigans.
There's blood here.
Yes, there is indeed blood here.
There's blood here.
Yes, Sherlock. There's definitely blood there.
Ah! Do you smell that, Holmes? Something bad happened here.
I know. Be prepared for anything.
Size 10 dried up with peat.
The candle was burning when it fell. A trail of wax leads to the door. Someone smaller walked over these boot prints.
Yeah, look at that. There's like literally a boot footprint, and within it there's a smaller bare footprint. That's weird.
A few drops of blood, but not from a mortal wound.
Oh, hello. Circular scratch marks. So that's where that used to be. A burnt note about telegram. I've intercepted a strange telegram sent to Ashmat. It is utterly cryptic and I cannot make head or tails of it. The mailman confirmed the telegram was definitely for Ashmat, so he must know what it means. The rest of the note is unreadable. And Ashmat's the jewel buyer, isn't he? Or the jewel seller.
Burnt papers, now completely unreadable.
So who's this then?
Watson, would you please lend me your medical expertise?
I'll do my best.
Right, let's get Watson on this, find out how this man died.
A deep stab reached the man's heart. Clean edges suggest a sharp blade, but the wound is too wide for an ordinary knife.
Too wide for an ordinary knife. What would it be then? It's been dead a while.
His corneas are already clouded. Hay on his trousers suggests a gardener or groom.
That explains the horse.
The hand can bend freely. Rigor mortis has passed. This man has been dead for a week. The result of a sharp object piercing his heart.
You are mostly right.
Oh, wow.
But I would bet he died 5 days ago. Heat and humidity will have accelerated the decomposition.
There's like, did you see that? There's 7 steps in this one. Oh. Flipping out. What's going on here? It's like a mass murder.
I will need your help one more time, Doctor.
Oh,
An
another one.
enormous blow shattered her ribcage.
That's almost the same stab wound.
Blooded, broken nails. The poor woman tried to put up a fight.
Did she try to defend herself with this?
Extremely sharp and deadly. A wound like this could only be dealt by a man of incredible strength.
And cruelty.
Almost like the metal-eyed man, do we think? Do you think he came over to America to, I don't know. He probably came to America and killed the... This is like a venge killing, isn't it? He's like killed the whole family because of this A guy has probably not paid up his gems or something. That's what it kind of feels like.
What horrors happened here?
Tea for two. An odd glimpse of normalcy amid the horror. A used kitchen towel.
Hey. So he was sat there then, the gardener. He was sat there talking to the cook, or whatever she is. They were both sat here having tea when this guy came in and just mass murdered both of them. She died fairly quickly. He's obviously gone and got a candlestick or something. Oh, what was that? A letter. No, what was that letter? Mr. Arneson, I'm happy to know that you like the work carried out in your study room. It was a challenge and the most successful, difficult job I've done. The lock was handmade to create the mechanism in accordance with your requirements. I added a magnetic bezel that must be activated to open the lock. As requested, it is hard to see the keyhole if you don't know where to look. Tell your friends about me. J.G. Lock, Lock and Sons Locksmithery. So basically there's going to be a lock that we have to pick, but you have to get a magnet and find the hole. Is what it's beginning to sound like here.
This place sets my teeth on edge, Holmes.
What are we missing here? Did he drag a pig away? I don't know. Did he drag... What's that? Is that a large sausage or is that a canister? We're missing one on that one. So this is the secret lock, is it? How do we get in that? We've got to get into that room. Is that the one with the secret lock? What is that weird breathing I keep hearing? Is that like a horse? We're missing one crime scene thing. Whoa. Now hang on though, if he'd have thrown the axe, he wouldn't necessarily need to do... No, that can't be right because she's put up her defense. That cannot be right. Plus the axe would still be in her. It's definitely not that one. I don't think it's that one either. I think it has to be that one. Because she was fighting him. Can't I walk past that? Yeah, I think it's that. I think the cook and the gardener were just having a nice cup of tea, and then all hell broke loose. What's up here then?
Today started poorly and went downhill from there.
Look at that guy with a monocle. How posh is that? That is the weirdest painting.
Note the blade, Watson.
A curved dagger, probably of Persian or Indian origin. 9 or 10 inches, I'd say.
Almost like the thing that got stuck into the cook. Or the maid.
Arneson and Davy, 1881.
Arneson and Davy.
Arneson and Davy seem to have got along well. He looks more like a son than a servant. Fauna of Louisiana. Full of things that bite, no doubt. New Pied Piper. Foreigners missing in New Orleans.
Foreigners missing. So this keeps happening. Lee Bennett, thank you 21 months. Where's the final clue? Dear Errol, I do not want you to find out. I do not want you to find what you're looking for, but I can't deny that my misgivings are growing with each passing day. I fear the worst. I'm worried about you, about what you're doing. My heart stops when I think about where you look for your answers. I would have given them to you. I would have given anything so... I can't read today. I would have given anything so you might stop disappearing. Errol, please, you must stop. We have something beautiful together. Isn't that enough? I hope to hear from you soon. I love you, L. L. Photo shows Arneson and the boy Davy. So who's this guy? Do you reckon this guy turns out to be the one with the metal eye? The sturdy room on the first floor is an interesting painting. The door with the bell symbol in is locked. Is that the one downstairs? That had a horse symbol on it. One had a horse, the other had a bell. What, on the painting? You know about this? He does look a bit like Persian or something, doesn't he, with that Persian blade? Wait, is that the sheriff? That guy? Could that be the sheriff? He had a beard like that, didn't he?
The sooner we get what we need, the sooner we can leave this horrible place.
All right, Watson, shut it. It's not like you're being paid to do this. Such a whiner. Yeah, I don't want to... Don't think there's anything left in that
The sooner
room.
we get what we need, the sooner we can leave this horrible place.
Why so angry? So who... Oh, this is the bathroom.
What I wouldn't give for a nice bath right now, Holmes.
Why don't you have
The sooner
one?
we get what we need,
You stay...
the sooner we can leave this horrible place.
You stay here and have a nice bath, and I'll go and do some work, right? You can stop being in the way for a bit. Can't see any clues whatsoever. The main bedroom or the guest room?
A dashing portrait of Mr. Arneson.
Oh, that guy on the right was him, Mr. Arneson. So the guy on the left is probably the one that murdered. They used to go hunting together. Feels like a deal gone wrong, and that guy's come and murdered his family. He's Mr. Arneson.
Dashing portrait of Mr. Arneson.
The sooner we get what we need, the sooner we can leave this horrible place. The sooner we get what we need, the sooner we can leave this horrible place.
My dear friend, the boy's a genius. That was the kid in the picture. Despite seeing a fraction of my formula recreated and solved it as a function that young students have serious trouble with, your Davy is a prodigy. Do you reckon Davy ended up in Switzerland in the asylum? Or was that Davy that grew up and killed him? What surprised me even more is that when I ask him any question, the boy writes answers that are your direct quotes on mine. His memory is impeccable. I know you took the boy under your wing to take care of him, but I'm asking you to let me hold some lessons with him. I truly believe that your help with this boy can shine and change the world. L. There's L. Lakovka. L is Lakovka.
A dull book about local geology. Even I'd struggle.
I feel like the bathroom didn't give us any clues at all, and that's...
A dashing portrait of Mr. Arneson.
I don't know if that's right. I didn't get anything at all out of this room.
The sooner we get what we need, the sooner we can leave this horrible place. The sooner we get what we
Oh,
need, the
shut
sooner
up,
we can
Watson.
leave this
Why don't they
horrible
put that on
place.
cooldown? You gotta go around clicking things, and every time he's within 2 meters of you, he just goes off. Like, seriously. He doesn't have to respond to every single click. So the last one must be behind that room then. Would be like this one here. Like, we need to get into this room. And it said that the locking mechanism is not obvious on that letter. This one. The lock was handmade to create... I added a magnetic bezel that must be activated to open the lock. Is that the door? But it mentions something about the one with a bell on it. This one. I think it might be this one we have to get into. Could there be something on the horse outside? I don't know. What are we saying here? He dropped it because he was shocked by the body. Or he was the one and he had an axe. Or he had the machete. I guess the question is what happened here? What was he killed with? Was he killed with the axe? Thanks, Watson. Was he killed with the machete? Or was he killed with the knife? The curved blade? What did it say about his death? Inside a parlour, a dead man lies. Based on his clothes, he was a gardener or a groom. He has a deep chest wound. Judging by the condition of the body, he was lying there. A deep chest wound. Well... deep chest wound surely would require a dagger like that. And if that was a dagger, then it's unlikely he had the... It's more likely he had the dagger there, isn't it? But then the candle's a bit intriguing. Was he carrying the candle and just randomly dropped it? Is that his room? So here he is coming along with... He must have had the dagger, but he didn't have the candle. Unless he got it from here. But it doesn't look like he picked it up. So did he already have it? Did he already come along here with it? Because it looks like the candle wax is saying he came out of there with it. Which means he wasn't walking along here with it. So who was this? Was this somebody else? It was somebody else that didn't have the candle. Is the candlestick a magnetic key? Possibly. So he came along here with the dagger. Went to here, picked up the candlestick maybe. Can we pick that up?
The candle was burning when it fell.
Maybe he grabbed the candle, went in there, and then when he came out with the dagger. Nah, I think it was the Persian guy who was the only killer. What I don't know is how to get into that room.